Time out is Cito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. You know what I'm saying? And welcome to the Zeus cast. You're now drinking the wine of Zeus. You know what I'm saying? What we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Zeus type shit, you know what I'm saying? Being amongst, all these chakras and shit that we call, like the seven sins, you know what I'm saying? And they rule above and shit like that. So we call them planets and shit. And them planets into things in that nature influence um, you know, the things that's under it, up under it, which is the humans, and y'all humans play out the attributes of that. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the Zeus cast, where it's real Zeus network and shit. So it's real ratchet. So you know what I'm saying? So that means the feminines run the world and shit like that. So it's like baddie Zeus and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that means like y'all emotions run the world. So you can be in my Zeus network, you can be a male or a female and stuff like that. You watching baddie Zeus anytime, you know what I'm saying, your emotions is chaotic and you can't get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? So you will be watching Zeus Network, you know what I'm saying, from Cito point of view, or coach point of view. So you'll be watching Zeus Network from coach point of view. Or you'll be watching like Krishan Rock and them and stuff like that anytime, your thought and your feeling can't come together and, you can make up a decision and be confident on that, on that feeling and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do, from an esoteric perspective, you'll be watching Zeus Network, you know what I'm saying, from the high seat of Zeus, not what they trying to create down here. But it's a sense of, you know what I'm saying, you going through experiences, you know what I'm saying, and you needing to have a sense of discipline because the next planet beyond Jupiter or the next water cycle is Saturn. You know what I'm saying? And so when we utilize Jupiter and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, Jupiter follows Saturn and we can create discipline for ourselves to know what and what not to do. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, but you ain't gonna get there if you don't get past Zeus, and pretty much y'all ain't really did that yet. So, you know what I'm saying, so like I said, welcome to Zeus Network. You know what I'm saying, we got baddies shaking booty, shaking butt. You know what I'm saying? So you can get in your desires all day and stuff like that, get emotionally flunked out. And then you can, entertain something that really, you know what I'm saying, ain't for you. And I ain't even talking about them specifically, but I'm talking about anytime your emotions, you know what I'm saying, turn masculine. So you think whatever your emotions is telling you, you know what I'm saying, you got to fight for them emotions. You know what I'm saying? So you may have to fight, other feminine shit like this. And this is what we see today. Saying a lot of men in their emotions and shit like that, or women supposed to be in their emotions, but we got a lot of men in their emotions, and then we got a lot of feminine in their masculine. So this is what they trying to portray as to y'all, as to why, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't have no discipline and y'all unmoral and shit like that. Y'all wonton, you know what I'm saying? Y'all reprobate. Those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the video topic and stuff like that. Cause anytime, we get our emotions together, we're in a space where we can receive the right things. You know what I'm saying? So we receiving all day and also we pushing out our day, externalizing all day. So that would be our feminine receiving, then masculine, which would be externalizing. Shit like that. So anytime we in feminine natures and stuff like that, we have the ability to receive. But it's about knowing what to receive, and then that would be, you know what I'm saying, you utilizing your masculine, because you got to be 50% logical, 50% feminine as the androgynous spirit. But if you're masculine, you just play out more of the energies of 60%. And then if you're a woman, you play out more of the feminine energy, 60%. The rest of that will be the 40 of what you're not. You know what I'm saying? So, it gets deep down here when it comes to knowing what to receive and knowing how to externalize, especially if you a spirit that got that if you're spiritual, and that's what this video is about. You know what I'm saying? So spirituality is individuality and thing. It is like separation. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, you supposed to be separate in things to know yourself. And then once you know yourself and shit like that, can't nobody tell you around about you. So you gonna be you around everybody you around and stuff. And that would make you, you know what I'm saying, a soul and things where you can be actively a part of something. So getting into the video though, if you are a spiritual person, you have no support from the real world. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Off jump and things. So essentially, the many feelings and thoughts that you attract down here and things, you know what I'm saying? If you spiritual, you know what I'm saying, you're going to take those as your own, and you're going to act upon them things and also receive them things. That's what your masculine and feminine do and things. And a lot of them things may be very good ideas, very good imaginations, very good plans and things, but you're not going to get no help with that in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So the real world will be like your closest people to you, your family members, you know what I'm saying? Your grandmas, your cousins, your uncles. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no type of support from that. Now, why is this? Uh, and we can see this by example. It's spiritual people down here that know how to uh, sustain themselves. You know what I'm saying? Based upon them, you know, developing an ability, you know, and things, and being able to teach that and stuff like that. Shout out to Uriel. But it's also spirits that don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they may think they spiritual and stuff like that, but they're kind of just playing into a version of what was presented as spirituality, you know what I'm saying, by the people in the in the shadows, you know what I'm saying, on Baddies Network, that want y'all to, you know, shake their ass for their change, you know what I'm saying, their money and things. And this is when y'all get into, you know what I'm saying, either one of their programs or concepts and things. So even like people that know how to sustain themselves and people that don't know how to sustain themselves using spirituality and things, you know what I'm saying? And that could be like people like Ron Hotep and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I saw him in Atlanta, and you know, he asked me for $1. So, you know, that's when I knew, it's psyops being run on YouTube and stuff like that too. And you gotta kind of be careful with how you move. And he was like one of the first people since like 2000, damn near 6, I saw on YouTube and stuff like that. And his channel busting. But his mind ain't all the way there for him to kind of get it together. You know what I'm saying? Because, and the only reason I'm saying that, I wouldn't say that if I was just watching his YouTube and stuff. I saw him in person and he asked me for $1. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no spiritual shit. It wasn't no, you know, game and things and how we can, you know what I'm saying? So if you a spirit that ain't sustaining themselves amongst the world and the rotation of the world and things of that nature, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because you could expect support and things, you know what I'm saying? But you may not get it. You know what I'm saying, in that way. So what is you supporting, first of all? So first of all, everything is supported by our masculine and feminine thought and feeling. So you can have an idea of yourself that you want to support all day. Hey, I want to make music. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do this and things. But if that ain't getting supported, you know what I'm saying, by a bunch of spirits, then, you know what I'm saying, you might start to receive resistance from, you know what I'm saying, based upon the current and all the many thoughts and feelings that outweigh that feeling and thought, you know what I'm saying, by the groups of spirits here, because all they know is work and work and depend on this mental crutch thought for security, you know what I'm saying? And within that, you know what I'm saying, that'll put you in a position where it's like you uh you may start developing thoughts like, man, this ain't worth doing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't worth thinking. This ain't worth feeling. This ain't worth caring about. You know what I'm saying? So you will start developing thoughts and feelings on that you shouldn't be supporting that. And once you start developing thoughts and feelings on that, hey, I shouldn't be supporting that, that's when they got you and things. So if you are a spirit and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, you got to go for, you got to support your own shit. You got to be strong enough. You got to have the mental strength enough, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to have the emotional strength enough to withstand certain currents and certain events that come your way to test you to see, hey, to see if you're gonna get outweighed by this thing, to see you're gonna get outweighed by this thing, to see you're going. So it's better to do it amongst other spiritual people and things. And one of the ways to do that is online, but it's just so many bogus people online, and this shit is kind of being infiltrated that it ain't really necessarily working. It ain't really necessarily more helpful than it would be for yourself and stuff like that, because you know what I'm saying, what we really supposed to do is in person. But we all, because this thing has been so separated, we all kind of got to start from the mind first, which is the mentality. So we all got to start creating thoughts and feelings, you know what I'm saying, in our own spaces and things, you know what I'm saying. And what we see as above so below, we'll start to accumulate that. So everything is accumulation. We all grow from the inside out, you know what I'm saying. And our thoughts and feelings lead us to, what we're going to support. You know what I'm saying? So if you are not spiritual, if you are spiritual, get ready to have no support from the real world. You know what I'm saying? So where your constellations and your stars and how your chakras design, you might not even be from this within this ecliptic, you know what I'm saying? You might have other shit going on where you was on some other shit, but it might have been some spirits that you was mixing, mingling with in the spirit realm, and that turned into desires and things, and it manifested you down here. So that's why you may have thoughts and feelings that if you just do this thought, if you just do this, it just make more sense to do that. It just make more sense, even though all this shit around you is telling you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then you might be from a different space and stuff like that, and how y'all was doing shit like before that, before you got here, you know what I'm saying, to this realm of reality and manifested yourself in this vessel. You know what I'm saying? You might still have a lot of those influences and remnants and shit like that, but because it's not normal down here in this realm of reality, you might not be you might be like, man, forget that. You know what I'm saying? Or forget that. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a system, and a system has to be created. You know what I'm saying? Like, from y'all believing in paper and shit like that, and paper got value and shit like that, that was taught to y'all. So this is somebody's spiritual system. You know what I'm saying? Not to necessarily call it out or say it's negative, but everything can be improved of, and everything has its pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? So everything is created. You know what I'm saying? And so you just with a big group of spirits that's already here, that's used to doing that, and that want to do that, and that ain't. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so you might be with a bunch of group of spirits down here and stuff like that, and they might not think or feel like you. That don't mean nobody do that. You know what I'm saying? Or you just may be a more powerful spirit that think and feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That don't. But just because you don't got no support from the people, places, and things around you to support that thought, don't mean that's false. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you tapped into the essence. You know what I'm saying? And the essence is that, we all just spirits, you know what I'm saying? And spirits is no thing, no shape, no form, not like nothing but no thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just space and things, and what you create up in your space, you know what I'm saying? That represents you and things. And who told you that you can't represent you and who you are? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, and why is that being done? You know what I'm saying? Why is it? And then when you get to that question of why, then you will start seeing that you can get that. Sir, if you not stop, all right, my bad, y'all. My son keep coming to my door and interrupting me on purpose and stuff like that. But yeah, so if you spiritual, you won't get no support. So now this is how they get y'all. So like once this is how all you spiritual people get got, like Ron, Hotep, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? They might not even know it, but like this is how they end up, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This is how they end up fucked up. So um so once you get into that space of not being supported and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, what you do behind the scenes, as far as the thoughts and feelings that you develop behind the scenes and stuff, you know what I'm saying, when you're not presenting your spirituality online and things, you know, that's the real work. That's where it's working at. So if you start developing thoughts and feelings like, um, which is Adams and Eve's, masculines and feminines, you know what I'm saying? So if you start developing thoughts and feelings like, uh, that you can't necessarily take with you and try to support, right? And then once you get into the real world and actually do that, and you start, and then you got to do a certain level of dharma too. I talked about this back in my old videos and shit like that. And dharma is just basically teaching what you know and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So once you get the karma, you know what I'm saying, you get what come back to you, and then the dharma is the ability to push it out, you know what I'm saying, and present it. I mean, support it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I start with the D, and D is one of the letters for Taurus. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you supporting, you know what I'm saying, your claim and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to do that. You know, or you just gonna be like within your own mind somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, and developing lack of support, but you don't know how to teach that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why that's going on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why, you know, so we gotta keep it we gotta bring it down to reality. You know what I'm saying? Even if reality don't necessarily support what you got going on at the moment. But so yeah, so once you get in that space, you know what I'm saying, this is how they get people. So, you know, you have your own thoughts and feelings and things, and you say, okay, I want to be spiritual. So you hop on the spiritual path and you start speaking and things, and you just do it in the same sense of you turn a certain religion into, you know, reality. So just like how they rock y'all to sleep, oh, go ahead, follow your dreams and stuff like that, and follow your dreams to become a rapper, and you know that's their lottery and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's their version of, you know, and there's nothing wrong with following your dreams, but you know, follow your dreams to do this and follow your dreams to do that. Follow your dreams to become this version of success. Follow your dreams, and don't worry. And they supposed to tell you that when you a certain age, right? But once you get a certain age and shit like that, people gonna stop telling you that, especially once you hit your Saturn return and stuff. So once you hit your Saturn return and things, you know what I'm saying, it's either you gotta be fully into it or not. You know what I'm saying? So once you start to get fully into it and things, you know, and if you a spiritual person and you're not doing it in no fashion of trying to get support and things, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard not to do that because we in a world where you kind of need support and things. Your support gonna come in different ways. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come in spiritual ways. Now you gotta be spiritual to know what I'm talking about. It don't come in the regular way. It don't come like what you see an average person that got a 9 to 5 would be able to do. You know what I'm saying? So it don't come that way. So therefore, you know, with that just being the case and stuff like that, you already got to kind of be aware of that in it of itself and things. So if you start to neglect that and start to, resist that and stuff like that and start to feel sorry for yourself, this is when you start to develop those thoughts and feelings of you not being able um, to you start to develop some type of sorrow or guilt, you know what I'm saying, or responsibility. And once you start developing that responsibility of that sorrow and that guilt because you manifested yourself down here, so you always responsible and stuff like that, that can start to outweigh you if you're not doing dharma work. You know what I'm saying? So you would just be receiving karma because what you did, and karma is on the lower end of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be doing dharma work, which is like, you know what I'm saying, teaching and talking about it, and you know what I'm saying, and putting everybody else on so that more spirits can realize what you put out. And then all them spirits, you know what I'm saying, whether they're aware of it or not, you know what I'm saying, it's always teamwork make the dream work. So we all already within all the dimensions. And once them spirits add them thoughts and feelings to what you're doing as far as teaching and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then you can start to see some reciprocation, some some type of community. Now, the only thing though is not going to be in the way you think it's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you still attached to, but it should come before this check, or it should become at this date, or it should look like this, and stuff like that. Remember, you're spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So even your family will look at you like, but you're spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Or even an average person look like you spiritual. You supposed to be known because that's what you are. So you here to do something different. You here to do something new. You here to do something to teach and stuff like that. And if you're not doing it that way, you kind of just, you know what I'm saying? You kind of just being you just trying to get wiggle room and try to utilize something for a certain personal gain. You know what I'm saying? So you just you like got all these people on the internet, you know what I'm saying, talking about things like semen retention and stuff like that. And those are narratives that are already popping, you know what I'm saying? And they be making like certain religions behind them to the point where, oh, if you do this, you're gonna get spiritual. Just like the conscious community. If you eat alkaline water, I ain't never seen no alkaline water or no watermelon make nobody spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that. Watermelon is not the cure to spirituality. If that was the case, then niggas would be spiritual because niggas eat watermelon all day. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't the cure. You know what I'm saying? The cure ain't about your skin. You know what I'm saying? The cure ain't about your, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to create, you know, spirits, real spiritual people create energy. And once that energy, you know what I'm saying, that energy go out and things, you got to support it. So you won't got no help doing that because of the process of how you think about it is different. You know what I'm saying? How you think it can come into being is different. So that may be something that you in the groups of spirits that you probably came here with, but y'all scattered and stuff like that. That may be how y'all been thinking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Before y'all came here, I don't gotta do this thing, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta do that thing. That might have been how y'all thinking, and that may have been how y'all operate, or been operating before y'all got to this realm of reality. But once y'all got to this realm of reality and things, it's different spirits, it's different thoughts, it's different functions, it's different feelings, it's different, you know what I'm saying? And so how you can identify of that is if you come to the conclusion of, oh, this shit is stupid. Like, why do I gotta do that? That lets you know right there is one of the indications that you may be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And things. So now you could be a baby spirit from another space and stuff like that. And you might not know how to fight that though. May not know how to fight that here, which it would be like a Rahotep. You know what I'm saying? You spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So you got the energy and things, but you're not aware enough to how to explain it or how to get around it or how to finesse it or how to, you know what I'm saying, make this thing that you're doing or whatever, or you brought from a different world, you're not sure how to make that out to be something that you can present, that you can like utilize and wiggle around to make something uh essentially work for you and stuff. So you may be a baby spirit from a different place where you can shout out to Sulata, yo drive, you know what I'm saying? It may be drive, you maybe got the passion of where you originally from, but since you haven't had enough travels and awareness and stuff like that, it may come out like your drive may be geared towards, you talking about semen retention, you talking about spirituality in their way, you talking about spirituality in a positive love and light. So you just like a baby, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't, so if you on that level, it might come out like, you know what I'm saying, like Ra Hotep and things, that you might do it to the extreme, but you might end up broke at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you had enough travels and things, you're gonna have that same drive as these other people, or the same desire and things, but you gonna know how to talk about it. You're gonna know how to you may be a bigger spirit. You may expand it and contract it more. So you may know that there's certain traps for people to get into that's going to hold them back and shit like that if they're not wise enough. And this is how they keep their reincarnation system together and trap spirits and keep them coming here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how we got the world today and the accumulation today. You know what I'm saying? Until they wake up and then realize that none of this shit is about them and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So that may be the only thing, and the only thing that you got to differentiate, you know what I'm saying, to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if you a spirit, so you got no support, so you got to be your own support system. You know what I'm saying? You got to support your own thoughts and feelings, because ain't nobody going to support them thoughts and feelings and them spiritual concepts that you got, unless it's your soul group. And then we not in the realm of your soul group. We in the realm of a soul group. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know what I'm saying, it may be a situation where you may lack help and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, look at this guy. So, but yeah, so, that's all I got to say pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't going to get no support. You ain't going to get no help and things. So you got to support that yourself and things. And so that means you got to muster up your own courage through any shift, you know what I'm saying, to support how you feel or think about something. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get no help. No help if you're spiritual down here. No, none. The only people that's going to be willing to support is people that you already spiritually supported in some way. You know what I'm saying? So they'll pick up and don't know why they supporting you. You know what I'm saying? But if they unaware, but it's only gonna be those people that's gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, they may be fucked up, so they can't even support you like that because they still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about having a better, harder thoughts and feelings. And when you start putting them thoughts and feelings down here and things, and it get mixed with this current and the way it's rolling, you like, man, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's only when you get into your own bag and you can separate, which is spirituality, that you can start developing, man, I got the faith and courage that this gonna work. I got the faith and stuff like that this gonna work. And the more you create, which is bringing together your thoughts and feelings, you create a child. And anytime you create a child in an esoteric realm, you're responsible for that child. So if you let that child get slaughtered and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, based upon how somebody else think and feel and stuff like that, you're going to feel like it. So that's going to turn into, you know what I'm saying, over time, like resentment, you know what I'm saying, because you ain't never do what you wanted to do. You ain't never come here, express your individuality and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, even if it looked right or wrong. So that would just be the thing. But yeah, so just dead it, man. Like the way you think is way beyond, you know what I'm saying, what a regular person may think. Not saying that you can't put it down. You can't put it down here and things, but it's just not supported down here. You know, it's not supported to say that um, to do certain practices and stuff. Now, how you got to do it though is based upon, you know what I'm saying, what spirits got access to down here. And what we got access to down here is spiritual tools like, you know, astrology and numerology and shit like that, and tarot and shit like that. So that would represent, you know, the things that we can utilize as spiritual tools to kind of know what's going on within our surroundings, mind, and calendar, and what influences we receiving. Because like I said, spirituality is separation. So a lot of times you got to separate from these things to start seeing what you truly resonate with. And if you got a resonation with like, man, I do not fuck with no job, like I do not want to go to work or whatever, I do not want to do that and shit like that, get prepared to get fought against in esoteric. You know what I'm saying? Get prepared to get fought against. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so they make up fashions of those, you know what I'm saying, as things like celebrities and what they do, actors and stuff like that, whatever. So they know that the average individual ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? So the average individual just gonna develop some ideas like, hey, I want to be a rapper because it's easy and it's just fashioned into my character and it looks like my skin. Or hey, I want to be an actor because, you know what I'm saying. So they're gonna give you their version of doing that, and if you don't go to their colleges, you know what I'm saying, or if you ain't participating in one of their programs like street shit, or you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying. So you're gonna be the lotto read ticket that didn't get picked and things. And so it's like you're gonna be wasting all your time, wasting all your life and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And look up and, you know what I'm saying, you was just trying to do, you know, spirituality in a way. Now what you see is the energy that you want. So you really want the feeling of, you know, prosperity and to be prosperous and success and things. And so if they teach you that only look like that in that way, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's what you're gonna put all your energy towards, you know what I'm saying? And to go there, to go through those experiences to reach that plateau of what they're deeming as success. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't necessarily everybody's success. It's just a version. You know what I'm saying? If we being real. And they know this. They know this. That's why they create it. You know what I'm saying? You know? So it's about the control. If you know a bunch of people got their own way of going about something, you up against more. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have the best businesses. You don't have the best control. You got other people creating businesses. You got other people trying to exercise control. You got other people, you know what I'm saying? So they don't want that. You know? So these are the things that y'all got to be aware of on Zeus Network and shit like that, because, you know, so these is the baddies show and stuff like that. Because y'all, when you're not logical and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Your masculine and feminine, your thought and your feeling end up like Blueface and Christian Rock. You was just doing it for a desire and things, so you wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? So now that thing that you did and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, you can only resent it and hate it and stuff like that. Because that feeling, you pretty much don't agree with your math, don't agree with how you view stuff. So this would be like y'all fight every day. How you originally think and shit like that would be like, you know what I'm saying, your man and things. And how you feel about that should be your woman. Anytime your man don't agree with your thought, don't agree with your feeling and stuff like that, it's gonna be Blueface and Christian Rock. And stuff like that. Y'all gonna have kids and responsibilities and things that dang, Mars, come on, man. You going too crazy, dog. You gotta cut it out. You gotta cut it out a little bit, man. I'm trying to do it with you and stuff like that since you interrupted me and stuff, but come on, man. You gotta give me some grace. Yeah, so you know, you got to get your thoughts and feelings together and things, and know that you're not going to be able to take these feelings from this realm of reality and things and make it comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So you gotta start knowing what your chakras is doing and telling to you and stuff like that, so you can be with the real Zeus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you experiencing and things, but you also come into knowledge and wisdom and meanings and reasonings and wisdom. I already said that, but that why it's happening and things. And then you can start directing your faith a little bit better into the areas of that which it need to be. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do that. If you spiritual, ain't nobody finna do that with you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And things. And if you spiritual, you know that you shouldn't even be looking for somebody to do that with you, because if you doing it, somebody gonna show up in your space. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's how we manifest. That's how spiritual people manifest. We don't manifest no other way. It's totally done through, you know what I'm saying, whatever we're creating, and then it manifests. Because this wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure this wasn't a thing before, but I'm pretty sure before this was a thing, all of us was in a certain space to be like, man, we wish something like this was possible. We wish people was talking about spirituality. We wish you was by yourself doing that. So if you never participated in that ritual of, you know, putting your thought and feeling out there, you know what I'm saying, and expressing something, or, you know what I'm saying, you probably wouldn't be here today. You would probably be with everybody else in the regular system. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know, like, this shit not easy, and you not finna get no support. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta support your own happiness. You gotta support your own motherfucking sadness. You gotta support your own, you know what I'm saying? Like, you literally gotta support everything and stuff like that. No, absolutely not. Not right now. Well, not. I told you I was about to do it after the live, and if you didn't interrupt me, but you just straight up interrupt me, so like, so now, no. Should I give him the popsicle, y'all? What y'all think? He called me boo boo daddy. But yeah, so you got no support, none. So get ready to be your number one supporter through thick and thin, my brother. Number one supporter with what you put out, how you think about it, how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? All of that is up to you. All of that is up to you. All of it. You know what I'm saying? But once you do that and things of that nature, if you can support that sufficiently, if you can make that safe and things, then you will be... You see him? Y'all see him acting crazy right now? He's a Leo, so he just don't care about any... But he got Aquarius moon and stuff like that. I should give him the popsicle. I'm gonna give him a popsicle so he can leave me alone. You know? So that's just what you go through. That's what you go through. You know what I'm saying? That's what you go through. That's what you go through. So they just like making slaves out here, because a lot of y'all ain't really spiritual. Do you want one? Yes or no? I need you to calm down if you do. It's only strawberry.
Oh, strawberry.
Put this up here, man. There you go. You broke our agreement, dude. Why you do that? You don't care? You don't care about what daddy doing? No? Tell everybody you don't care. I don't care. Tell me you don't care. Say, I want my popsicle. I don't
I don't care. I want my popsicle.
care. Kids gonna be kids. All right, go ahead. I'm trying to teach them about caring about stuff, you know? But they don't care. They don't care. My little girl care. I know Ray care a little bit. She might not come interrupt me, but my son, he don't care. But yeah. So, you know, that's what we doing, you know, get ready to have no support, get ready to be. So you gotta support why you not crazy. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support why you even think you can look think you can look at something like that way. You gotta support why you think you can feel something that way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support how other people, how you an individual and other people not like you and stuff like that. So you don't get your energy washed over by people that think they are you, and if they attach their energy to you and you allow them to attach their energy to you and things of that nature, that's when you sign agreements in the esoteric realm and things. And you know, that's how you can fall into, you know, you can rock the sleep or your energy manipulated. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. You got to support yourself in so many ways. So if you're not ready to do that, get your ass out of spirituality and things. Because the only thing you're going to do, you know what I'm saying, is try to compete with a spiritual person. But the way you're going to do it is that you're going to grab a narrative, right, that you can utilize. So you're going to go grab a narrative, and that narrative is going to be fashioned into one of they business, entertainment, religions, educations, and politics. You teaching about third eye, that came from their education and stuff like that. That's a real concept, but the way it's taught and things. You know what I'm saying? You teaching about law of attraction, that came from that's promoted shit. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's them trying to get control over it. You know, just like they created the rapper. You know what I'm saying? So now you got shit like the channelers, the tarot readers, and shit like that. Always remember, rap gave somebody the ability to do something. So if it was somebody that was like in poverty or something like that, and things, wherever their mind was at, they developed thoughts and feelings to start creating them sounds and things with their body, and that gave them ability to feel better and think better and things. And then that turned into a whole situation, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, now people are calling themselves rappers. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, at any time you just trying to get out of something, you just want to do something, and you want to think about something and feel better about something. So you may do things in the 1, 2, and third dimension, you know what I'm saying, like that represent that. You know what I'm saying? And then that give you ability to think and feel about that way. And then you start manifesting from that. You know what I'm saying? So that be the only thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't got no support. You know, you don't got no support. You know what I'm saying? So even the dude that just came in here, that's gay and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He even got to support that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't got no support. You know what I'm saying? You only can support whatever you into by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm teaching everybody. So state your claim. You know what I'm saying? If you gay, you know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta support and things. You know what I'm saying? So just like you gotta go tell your mama you gay. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gotta go tell your daddy you gay. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I'm just joking around. You're pretty good. I'm subscribed to you. Oh, okay. My bad. We thought you was gay and stuff like that. You know, but it's just like that. So anything you an individual about, you know what I'm saying? You gotta support that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no support. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no support. You're not gonna get no support. So that's just the real world we live in. and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially based upon how people think and feel already. You know what I'm saying? So just take gay and put it into spirituality. You ain't gonna just like, you know what I'm saying, gay and this not to say that but this just this is just an example. Just take that and put it into spirituality. Just like it's thoughts and feelings that, hey, if you come out and claim this and you got to deal with all the thoughts and feelings of all them other people and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Attacking you and things, and you got to fight through that pressure going out in society every day and things on spirituality, it's like that as well. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to be into that context too, where you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be thoughts and feelings based upon how you think and feel, you know what I'm saying, that ain't supported. You know what I'm saying? So then you got people coming in here like trolling and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And things and shit like that, and then that's when that's what it turned to and things. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even really matter because at the end of the day, you're not looking for support. You know what I'm saying? You're not knowing about anything. You know what I'm saying? You said, am I Christian or not? No, I ain't Christian. I ain't religious and things. I'm just spiritual and shit like that. So it's just talking about being spiritual, and you don't things. You talking about please don't curse. Who the fuck is you? Get the fuck out of my life, shit. If you don't want me to fucking cuss and shit like that. Oh, I thought you was talking about me and shit like that. The fuck, bitch suck, dick cut, a hoe slut. I was that real shit. We just say a lot of shit in here. You know what I'm saying? The words don't mean shit. And thing until we get like, and Sulata, he cool with me. So get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? And things, you know. But yeah, so you ain't gonna get no support. So the last support you should be thinking about getting is from a troll. You know what I'm saying? So that's the last support you should be thinking about counting on and getting about. I'm saying a troll gonna be in their own realm. They spiritual and shit like that. So they trying to get support from what they're trolling about and things. And you gotta give them support to get that. You know what I'm saying? So you should never, ever, you know what I'm saying, be into no situation. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all. That's all really. Any of y'all got any questions and shit like that? We can wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? We can wrap this up. Glyther, I don't know you, and then your face is a lizard and shit like that. So how do you expect anybody to know who you is or support you and things and be friends with you, and you don't got no, we don't know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know like how to identify you. Like, we don't know like how you're like, we don't know if you're a real person. We don't know if you're a robot and things. So we don't know how to support you. So you missing the point of the video and shit like that. So you gotta support yourself and things. And then that's when other people can support you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta support who you are. You know what I'm saying? So this would be a person that that's in between and on the fence and things. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said, you know, you might be a spirit from a different part of the access of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Beyond this and things, and you might have and you might have drive to like be different, be unique and stuff like that. But it only can come out in one of their ways. You know what I'm saying? And one of their ways is taking on a face of a troll. You know what I'm saying? So you only can get attention from that and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, you can't get attention if you put your picture on there because you probably look like a zebra. You know what I'm saying? You probably like a zebra for real, not a lizard. You know what I'm saying? But you like, man, my zebra face ain't gonna get no attention and shit like that. So let me go ahead and put this gecko up here and shit like that. I mean, I said access, I mean ecliptic, like outside of the ecliptic. Good looking Sula. So if you like, these may be like one of those spirits that may be outside of the ecliptic or just young, you know what I'm saying? Young spirits and stuff like that that ain't really just became aware yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so yeah, so far as spirits outside of the ecliptic and shit like that, these is like spirits that got like fixed stars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And things. You know what I'm saying? So that may be one of them types of spirit. You talking about? See, that's why we know you ain't even in gang them. You talking about you from Mars? That's literally some shit that's made up by Elon Musk and them and shit like that, and they family group and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We know it ain't no going to Mars. You know what I'm saying? We know it ain't no going to Mars. We know Mars ain't no real fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Mars is just an energy that we calling something. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy from one of these water cycles and shit like that. Anytime we in our passion and motivation and things. So that's what they call in like the beginning of spring and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then our next season, we about to go into the middle of fall, which is be Scorpio season and shit like that. So that energy y'all none of y'all, no trolls, energy don't work over here and stuff like that, because it's like we didn't already like kind of like box y'all. Everything that y'all got to say is stupidity. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's the only fashion you can come into as a troll. You know what I'm saying? And trolls just want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? My daughter watched that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me go show you. Real shit. Trolls just want to have fun and things. So y'all don't got no real mission. And then I got kids too, so I know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Little Poppy. You know what I'm saying? Little Poppy face.
Hey, what the?
I was just telling them, what do trolls want to do? Trolls just want to what?
Trolls just wanna have fun.
See? You know what I'm saying? My daughter watched that little Poppy face. Poppy head ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My daughter know that shit. Like, so we already know y'all energy and things. So it don't work. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get like used to that. Like we have to like,
Why are you not making our lunch?
you know, we have to like allow that.
Why are you not making our lunch?
We about to get dressed because we about to go.
Where are we going?
We finna go up to the school.
I want our lunch. Hey, why are you going in my room?
But yeah, but that's all it is though. So you know, we just put it
I want to eat lunch.
put it to the fire and shit like that and keep going. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, but that's all it is. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Mac Dank. He said, hey, put that down and stuff. Shout out to Mac Dank. Yeah, man, but just get ready to have no support in things. You know what I'm saying? If you're a spiritual person. Okay, I got you. Give me a second. I'm about to get your clothes and stuff together. And things, you know. But yeah. Shit, about 53 minutes in and things, you know what I'm saying? So we go keep it running until about an hour and stuff like that. But I could talk about some astrology stuff for the most part. Right now we got the moon in Scorpio. So we're gonna be reacting and responding to passions, you know what I'm saying, motivations, desires, willpowers, you know what I'm saying, things behind the scenes and shit like that, and all of that, you know what I'm saying. So you know, we all motivated right now to have a new relationship. So we all trying to put death to a past relationship and transform that so we could get more acclimated with this new relationship that we got going on, especially with the moon, with the new moon in Libra. You know what I'm saying? And so now that the new moon is over in Libra, you know what I'm saying, we in Scorpio. So, you know, we're trying to, you know, do like transformation and shit like that, you know, and things of that nature. And then for moving forward, you know, about to go into Sagittarius. So all that shit that we had and going on when we was transforming and putting down. No, no, you need to get out and go in the front and wait till I'm finished because I'm about to be finished in a minute.
Okay. Go.
So, can you have a why would we shout you out and I already know what you I just said what y'all want to do. So like I already know you just want to have fun like a troll. Like if you was somebody serious and somebody like that was in here putting shit into existence and that I can really communicate with, then I would shout you out. But you literally just want to have fun. Let me go. Do you not understand? Let me go show you one more time. Because this is what you are. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think me taking you serious as a shout out? Like, why would I do that? You just giving me free energy so everybody can know how to deal with trolls online now. You know what I'm saying? So that shit finna be outdated. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't got no power. Like, I ain't never seen, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen, like, no troll become prosperous. Unless they somebody that used their real shit. If you had your real shit, I might have shout you out. But you got a gecko as your face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But, you know, we gonna be reacting and responding towards Sagittarius in a couple minutes because the moon's about to go into Sagittarius and things. And, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, we're going to have to start placing meanings and reasonings, you know, and reacting towards our faith and shit like that. And you're not going to have that faith if you haven't been putting depth to things within this last moon transit. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be in a space of being able to put depth to like certain emotions and feelings and connections and shit like that. If you ain't let that shit go, you're not going to be open enough to like start having faith because you still going to be reacting and responding to that shit and like needing to put depth to shit. So you're going to have to start to open yourself up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You should be putting depth to your shit right now, whatever circumstance, situation, place or thing. Don't do that you need to transform at the moment. So you can be in a space of position of not dealing with them people, places, and things. And then when the moon goes into Sagittarius, you can be more free and open to like, you know, free and open, you know, to like more broader experiences.
I need to take a bath.
Okay, I'll let you take a bath. Give me a second, man. So you could be more open to broader people, places, and things. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, make sure. I think we on like the last 2 degrees and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So once we're gonna be done with that, and then don't, cause you getting yourself together right now, and go get you a pull up out your drawer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, cause shout out to the trolls though. They show us what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always show us what not to do, and so we need y'all. Like y'all always the energy of what not to do. Always. So we appreciate y'all and y'all presence and stuff like that, because we can just use that to do what to do and things, and that'll just accumulate as more of what to do while we'll be actually doing what it makes sense to do in real life and reality. Y'all be somewhere in troll land and stuff like that, be an example of what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't troll, don't instigate. And if you just on the internet right now and you just instigating and stuff like that, if you a troll, you an instigator because you ain't picked a side yet. You know what I'm saying? So you still in between, oh, should I do this or should I do that? You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really fully hopped into that. So the only thing you can do is become a poser. You know what I'm saying? And then, when you opposing something and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You only opposing something because that's the only space you got as an option. You know what I'm saying? And then once you only got that space as an option, you only can be amongst others and hope others join you, or join together and lead into that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but this is really just a bored spirit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even give y'all got fixed stars and y'all shit. Really, it's just people would just be bored. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to y'all and things of that nature. So we know we not to do. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass in the game.